Sea angels are some of the most adorable but fierce predators that you've probably never heard of before. These translucent creatures call icy cold polar oceans their home around the world, yet they're facing extinction due to human activity, and it's not for the reasons you might suspect. My name is Ned, this is The Curious Current, and let's dive in to learn why. Okay, before we dive in to understand what is threatening these creatures, it's important that we understand exactly what a sea angel is. Now, despite its name, a sea angel is not a fish, it's not a jelly, and it's not a spirit, though I did have to check. It's a mollusk, a relative of snails and clams. But where its cousins plod along on a foot, the sea angel has wings. These are actually modified lobes called pteropodia, evolved to flap gracefully through open water. Most sea angels are only a few centimeters long, or less than an inch. They're nearly invisible, and their bodies are as clear as glass. Inside, as you can see on the screen now, you can glimpse a beating heart and a flickering gut. Their transparency, it's a survival trick. In the vast mid-water ocean, invisibility is the best defense. Seen up close though, they're hauntingly beautiful. Their gelatinous wings pulse slowly, almost hypnotically, giving them that angelic name. In some species, their bodies glow faintly with bioluminescence, like a drifting ember in the dark. But don't let the delicate looks fool you. Sea angels are predators, and their favorite prey is as fragile as they are. Sea angels survive almost entirely by hunting pteropods, also called sea butterflies, tiny snails that float and flutter through the ocean with delicate coiled shells. I actually covered the sea butterflies on a recent video, which you can see linked on the screen now. When a sea angel encounters one, it unfurls a set of hidden buccal cones, tentacle-like structures lined with grasping hooks. I like to imagine a ghost suddenly sprouting claws. With these, the angel snatches the butterfly and drags it into its mouth, where sharp radular teeth scrape it from its shell. This predator-prey relationship is ancient. It's a fragile balance written into the rhythm of polar oceans. Sea butterflies swarm in incredible numbers, feeding fish, birds, whales, and of course, our sea angels. Without these sea butterflies, there can be no sea angels. And that exactly is where things start to unravel. Now, sea butterflies build their shells with aragonite, which is a form of calcium carbonate. But aragonite dissolves easily in acidic water. As humans pump carbon dioxide into the air, the ocean absorbs it. That extra CO2 reacts with seawater, lowering its pH and making it more acidic. The result is a term that you've probably heard before: ocean acidification. It's invisible, but it's deadly to creatures that rely on aragonite. We can already measure the damage. In some parts of the Arctic, sea butterfly shells are literally dissolving in real time. Their fragile spirals become pitted, thinned, riddled with holes. For sea angels, that's like watching their world evaporate. Their one food source is disintegrating. No butterflies means starvation. And without angels, the balance of polar food webs begins to tip. This is the silent cascade of climate change, not just warming seas, but shifting chemistry that pulls at every thread of the web. And make no mistake, climate change is caused by human activity. The more carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases that we pump into the atmosphere, the more that the ocean and other carbon sinks have to keep up and continue to absorb carbon to manage the equilibrium of the planet. More carbon going into the ocean means more acidification, which means more dissolving, which means more ecological impacts throughout the food web. Now, why do sea angels matter? Well, it's tempting to dismiss them. After all, they're small, delicate, and seemingly insignificant. But in the ocean, size doesn't dictate importance. Sea angels and butterflies together form what's known as a keystone link in marine food webs. Salmon, cod, seabirds, and even whales depend on the swarms of pteropods for energy. Remember, pteropods are sea butterflies. Without them, predators weaken, and without predators, entire fisheries, the livelihoods of people across the globe, not to mention the food that so many of us depend on, collapse. Sea angels themselves are also indicators. Their presence tells scientists about the health of mid-water ecosystems. If sea angels vanish, it's not just a species disappearing, it's a warning sign for the ocean itself. For all their importance, sea angels remain mysterious. Many live in polar seas, where studying them means braving sub-zero waters and months of darkness. Researchers have discovered dozens of species, each with unique colors, shapes, and hunting styles. Some, like Cleone limicina, are found across both the Arctic and Antarctic, surviving in some of the coldest waters on Earth. Others are more localized, adapting to narrow temperature bands that make them especially vulnerable to warming. Even their reproduction seems fantastical. Some species are hermaphroditic, exchanging spermatophores in mid-swim, their gelatinous bodies glowing as they twine together. They're creatures of myth hiding in plain sight, and we've barely scratched the surface of their biology, which makes their looming disappearance all the more devastating. So here's the twist. We almost never see sea angels. Divers rarely encounter them. They don't wash up on beaches. Most of us will live our whole lives without glimpsing one in the wild. And yet, our daily choices ripple into their world. The car ride to work, the plane trip, the factory smokestack, and of course, let's not let corporations off easily. Most of the greenhouse gases being pumped into the environment are the result of corporate activity. Now, all of it adds up to the CO2 that drifts into the sea, tipping the balance of chemistry that has existed for millions of years. The tragedy of the sea angel is that we are erasing beauty we haven't even learned to appreciate. So picture it again, the black waters of the Arctic night. A delicate phantom, wings outstretched, beating slowly against the void. An angel, not of heaven, but of the sea. It drifts, fragile and beautiful, caught in forces it cannot fight. Its fate, like so many of the creatures of the deep, rests in our hands. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ned, and this is The Curious Current. If you liked the video, please consider liking it, subscribing, and letting me know in the comments what you'd like to learn about next. I'm always interested in hearing from you. Stay curious and stay current.